So I want to welcome you to this live. Like I said, her name is Tiana, you guys. So you started the course last week and you just started diving in. And for those who are going to be signing up and enrolling in the course, you are going to be dripped 5 modules throughout the course of 4 weeks. So that you guys really take the time to not just go through the course. It's not the point of just getting through it. It's really to implement what you're learning and then take action on what you're learning and not just, not skip steps. So now that you've gone through like 1 week of modules, how do you feel? Do you feel it's informative? Do you think it's easy to follow? And is it what you expected, before you signed up, is it what you expected?
It's honestly, like, I'm not even trying to gas you up or any of that. I really, I went into it with more so doubts of, can I keep up, or is this going to be, am I going to be able to comprehend this, And I like to think of myself as a smart person, but we all have those, doubts, right? Is this for me or whatever? But I went for it, and then I signed up, and as I've been going through it, you had to have put so much time and care into this because it is seamless. It's seamless. You don't skip any steps. Everything's in logical order. I feel like I'm following everything that you're saying. So far, really, really good as far as the user friendliness and my expectations being met. And as far as things that I've learned so far and action steps that I've put into place, definitely pushing myself to see myself in a more professional light, I guess, on Instagram. I wasn't super willy-nilly with it before, but I just understand now, I have a guideline, right, that I can follow. I understand the do's and don'ts, or more so the do's. You're encouraging me to do the right things, and now I know what the right things are. I've been learning how to film. That's another thing that I was really, really hesitant to do, just because I know there's an art to it, and I'm not naturally savvy or keen as to how are you supposed to do this? I know that there's more to it than just hit play and go,
Right.
So having you outline everything in a clear format that is easy to follow has been super helpful for me, and I'm still nervous about it, but I know that with your help I'm gonna do so good with getting used to posting things like that.
What made you enroll in the course? Because it is an investment, and if you want to share your story about, was it easy for you to invest or was it not easy for you to invest, and what really allowed you to pull the trigger and just go for it?
So I noticed you posting about it, and I was like, that sounds good. I might, maybe, right? But what made me pull the trigger was that I've followed you for a really long time, and I've watched you overcome an obstacle that I thought might be the end if it were me, And so your persistence and your tenacity and your understanding of how to continue to market yourself despite things not going as planned was super motivating to me. And I'm like, if I'm going to do this, this is the girl I'm going to do it with, for sure, 100%. So that's what totally made me just be like, this is the one, this is who I'm going to do this with. But it's so well outlined, and like I said, it's in a very logical order. So it's not I don't feel like I'm being thrown different topics at different times or anything like that. It's very easy to follow.
So let me answer. Let's answer this question we have. I think it's a great one. She's asking, how much time do you have to implement each module before going on to the next one? Since you're doing it, I know my perspective, but since you're an actual student, how long would you say you take on each module?
It depends, because some of them are longer than others, but anywhere from when I get into something, I really get into it, and probably to the point of overdoing it. I take notes. I'm all in, right? So for me, it'll take anywhere from half an hour to an hour, but I get through it, and then on my own time, I'm reviewing what I've done just to make sure it all sticks. So it's really up to you, like Tiana, twin, like you said. it's really up to you how long you want to take on it. There's no pressure to like, oh, jam through the information. You don't have to feel like you're on a timed quiz or anything like that. It's up to you. But for me, it's been anywhere from half an hour to an hour, just paying attention, listening to it all the way through.
You can do whatever you want with your page. I'm not teaching you guys how to set up your page like mine. It's really just the business structure, the strategy, how to develop whatever you want your brand to be. Yeah. And also just to touch on, like, you know, because you're going through your own fears, I've definitely gone through my own, we continue to go through our own fears, but we have come out successful on the other end. And I think that we need to understand success leaves clues. And that's literally why I created the online course, because I've taken the steps to get to where I am, and I've laid out the steps that I took to get here. I'm leaving the clues, the breadcrumb trail, if you will, on how you can get here too. So it only makes sense to follow something that has already been successful. I mean, and why do we go to school? Because people have already learned these things. They know how to get you to understand how to become a doctor, if that's what it is. So you go through these classes, you go through these steps, you invest in yourself to get to where you want to be. And they also say that you invest the amount of money that you want to earn. So why do you think doctors make six figures? They've invested 6 figures into their education. Right. And, you know, the same thing applies for this. And it's like, you know, I understand that the cost might be a big investment to look at, but when you look at how much you want to make, you need to invest a quality, you know, quality amount of money into what you're doing. And I'm continuing to invest in myself as well. You know, to get to this point, I spent $12,000, $13,000 myself over the course of the time. So you guys are saving all this, you know, and I'm putting this all together for you guys. And like I said, I'm continuing to invest in myself still to this day, because it's an ongoing process, educational process, you know. Right.
But the value that you're providing is like so much, like it's worth so much more than what you're asking. And I really want to drive that point, because no, it's really true. Like, you know, I feel like that's a very like short way to say like all of the hardships that you've gone through and trying to, you know, come up with this kind of money out of nowhere. You're trying to figure it out. Like, I hope it's worth it. This thing right here, guys, it's worth it. It's so helpful. It's so helpful.
The way that you are receiving my course is exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like, you see, not only like you see the value, but you see the value for yourself. You know, that you can develop your brand and get where you want to be. We have to understand too, there's, I think, 7.6 billion people in the world right now, and there's 4.1 billion people using the internet. And on top of that, the e-commerce sales are $3.1 trillion. So
that's crazy.
In person is a thing of the past.
Yeah.
On online, and Instagram is a perfect tool to do this.
Right.
And I don't think people understand that, you know, there's 4.1 billion people online.
So much.
Using the internet.
And in person, you're like restrained to your area, right? You're like, this is a group of people that I can work with, which is great. But I want to show people, like, I want to get a lot of people really, really deeply excited about movement and understanding what they're capable of. You know, I don't want to just be limited to what's, you know, how many people are open to it here. I want to reach whoever's open to it.
Exactly. I'm excited to have more of you guys sign up and enroll. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. I'm not just leaving you to do it on your own. So I feel like you're mother hen, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested, after watching this, if you're interested, if you have more questions, please let me know. If you have questions for Tiana.
Yeah.
Tiana, I'm not saying Tiana number 2, because
I know. I'll be Tiana squared. You can be me.
There we go. So let us know, and or you know, you can message her as well. I'm sure she's open to answering your questions. We will talk to you guys later, and thank you for joining us. All right, see you later.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
You're welcome.
See you. Bye.